Guys, welcome back, and here I am, back again with another Bound by Flame playthrough. It's not really a playthrough, I guess it's more of a talking simulator. Alright, let's talk to Renval now, the knight that talks in third person. Why do you talk so strangely? Sure, that sounds like a good one.
How come you talk that way, always in the third person?
The way people speak is different from one place to another, and I am from another place. The Knight's people are a warrior tribe from Algandar, and he is proud of them.
Okay, so then that's pretty cool. Where can I find the steward?
Where can I find the steward?
As the Knight said, the steward is in the old inn, the big building in the middle of the village.
Okay. What does the steward want with me?
What does the steward want with me?
The captain has offered the services of the freeborn blades to the steward. The steward must have orders for the mercenary.
Shit. I'm gonna get stuck being this guy's errand girl. Fuck. I knew I should have come with the rest of the company. What can you tell me about this backwater town?
This village is a modest one, and its reserves are almost gone. Its only strength is its isolation in these swamps, but that is also its greatest weakness.
I already figured it was some kind of shithole.
That the refugees and the villagers must live together is difficult, and the situation is worsened by there not being enough food. The swamp offers protection against the Deadwalkers, but it also harbors many dangers. Its creatures often attack the village. When the knight and the elf are not there, shameless.
Okay, so you don't have high hopes for the town and you think less of the guards. That's cool.
I'm going.
Hello, Sybil. Alright, so I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be going, but... Oh, I had a little problem turning right there. I'll run around and see what I can find. See if there's any loot or anything. I think I just saw some. Yep. Boom. Move out of my way, Sybil. God friggin' damn it, Sybil. Oh. Yeah, I saw you. I'm positive maybe I didn't miss one. Oh, what's this white thing on the map? Can I talk to this guy?
My respects, General, sir.
I'm not a general. Report, soldier.
Name, rank, and mission, soldier, and make it fast.
Private Bumpkin, General, sir. Assigned to the northwest gate to prevent any intrusion, to keep them monsters from getting into the village, General, sir.
Private Bumpkin? Are you fucking with me?
No, General, sir. That is the name Boss Guard Mason gave me because it's true. I am from the country, sir.
I see.
Okay. I would like to know more about Valvanor in the area here.
I want you to give me some intel about the village.
What do you think of your superior?
What do you think of the boss guard?
General, sir, Boss Guard Mason, he is a good boss. He is, competent and,
Be honest, soldier. One thing I hate, it's a liar.
Why, it's just I don't want any trouble, General, sir.
You won't get any. I'm asking you this because I trust you, and nobody else will ever know.
Well, okay, General, sir. Because the thing is, well, Boss Guard Mason, I guess I don't think he is a very good boss, General, sir. He insults us all the time and never shows us how to do nothing. He spends all his time drinking like a chamber pot instead of doing his patrols.
Drinking like a chamber pot?
Gods, I don't even want to know. Thanks for the information. It'll stay just between us.
Now see, when I'm done playing this, I'm going to go look up what a chamber pot is, and I'm going to let you guys know in the next video what the hell a chamber pot is. What can you tell me about the steward?
What do you think about the steward?
The steward? Well, I don't know much about him, General, sir. But before the war, when he took care of the hunting lodge, he used to come and buy vegetables from my grandparents. But they didn't like him much. He always spoke to them like he thought they was scum.
Alright, have you had any problems with the refugees? We know you don't like the steward now,
All
or
these
your boss.
refugees. Are they causing any trouble?
Well, it's true there is a lot of them, so that means a lot more work for us. Sometimes one of them will try to sneak in and steal some food, but we don't ever let them do that. Then again, we can't get too mad at them either. It's all because of the war. Those people are just like us, more or less, except that they've lost everything. And sometimes they help us, too. A couple have even joined the guard when the boss thought they was good enough. Plus, there's Renko. Well, he fixed up my granddad's spade. He's a real nice guy, that one.
I see.
Oh, okay, so that was a real sad story. This war caused everyone to become a refugee in their own home. It's kind of like the Ukraine, isn't it? Egypt, Spain, all those areas? Whatever. What do you know about the swamps?
You stand in front of the swamps every day. You must know a lot about them, right?
Oh, not that much, General, sir. I never set foot out there. It's way too dangerous. Boss Mason posted me at this here gate, and that is just fine with me. There's lots of monsters out there. I can hear them, and that's enough for me. And even when there's no noise, we hear the whispering and well, that's even worse.
The whispering?
Yes, General, sir. Sounds like my own mama's voice sometimes. Except that she's been dead these past 5 years. Plus, I can't make out one word she's saying. And that don't make no sense. Mama and me always understood each other.
I see. Let's change the
Yeah.
subject. See you later, soldier.
Yeah, pumpkin. Or pumpkin. Is it bumpkin or pumpkin? I think it's blumpkin. Isn't bumpkin when you're taking a shit you get in the head at the same time? I'm pretty sure. I don't know. We're gonna pretend I didn't know. We're gonna pretend I didn't know that. That little fact in life right there.
It's on account of that Nigella, ain't it? I take one look at her, and suddenly it's the end of the world.
Oh, well, okay. Oops. Okay, is it working now? Okay, perfect. I'm gonna be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so let's, what were we doing? We were running around talking to people because we want to meet friends and we want to meet people. We want to get to know what they're all about. We want to get to know their past, present, and future. Who are you guys? Can I talk to her?
You okay?
Oh, you don't want to say hi? Oh, okay. Whatever. Peace out. See you later. Okay. Any loot? Oh, look at that.
You could at least answer when I ask you a question.
Yeah, I could, but you didn't ask me anything, so I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Bitch. Getting all mad at me for no reason. I ought to cut you up. Can you not see my sword? I'm assuming I don't want to go over there. Who are you? Can I talk to you? No. I guess I can only talk to guys with white around them.
A good day to you, soldier. I do believe that today is your lucky day.
Really? Well then, what are you gonna try to sell me?
Sell? Oh, now you're trying to make me feel bad. No, unfortunately I have nothing left to sell. Other than some first-hand information that will surely be of use to you.
Information? What information?
Hey, you know what? Some kind of reward would be appreciated. It's just that with the war, we have so little left.
I don't want to give you 20 gold pieces.
Do I look like a charity? I'll give you the choice. Spit out the info, or spit out your lungs.
You are strikingly persuasive. Fine then. It seems that the Red Scribes have found a way to win the war. They've apparently found someone who can breathe fire and burn up all the Ice Lords just by looking at them.
You're joking, right?
No, I swear, I got that from a reliable source.
And you expected me to pay you for that? You're kidding.
Please, I swear it's true. I'm just doing what I have to survive. Don't hit me, please.
All right this time. But don't ever try to rip me off again.
Oh, wow. She's a boss, man. All right, I wanted to ask you.
I wanted to ask you,
Do you know the steward? Sure.
have you ever met the steward?
He came to see the refugees several times, but I never spoke to him. I got the impression he couldn't stand us. He's the boss and we're the little people, see?
Okay. Not too tough being a refugee?
The life of a refugee can't be easy.
I've been a refugee for years. 5 to be exact. All these years on the road. And believe me, it's never easy. But this village is a pretty good place. The healing house gives us food most of the time, and we're safe. That's not bad.
You hear a lot about this healing house, so I'm gonna have to go there and check it out. Things are going okay with the guards?
How are things going with the guards?
Oh, we don't see them too much around here. They're basically here to guard the village. They don't give a shit about the refugees, so they keep their distance. And I hope for the steward's sake that he's not counting too much on them to keep him safe. I've seen lots of soldiers on the road, but as useless as them, never.
Why does everyone
Right,
hate the guard
I'm
and
leaving.
everyone hates the steward? Oh! There's something over here. Can I talk to you? Nope. Search. Perfect. Can I talk to you? Okay. Is that Buffalo? Buffalo! Buffalo, down here! I'm down here, Buffalo! He doesn't hear me. Alright, let's go up there. Buffalo! We're going to see the buffalo. Am I right? Oh, I am right.
Oh there, Powder Woman. You still didn't manage to blow yourself up?
Pretty quiet around here, huh?
Yeah, too quiet for my taste. Do you really imagine the Deadwalkers are going to forget about this place just because this swamp is dangerous?
No, but it'll slow them down, and maybe we'll see them coming.
Ha! You can bet your ass they're already here. There's something in the air that stinks, and I don't mean the locals either. I feel like the Ice Lords are watching us right now.
I can believe that, because, you know, I do have a demon in me, and I'm sure they've sensed it by now. A few questions for you.
I have a few questions for you. How are the blades holding up?
We left some blood on the stones in the temple, but most of the company got away all right. But if we don't get some new recruits soon, things are gonna get serious.
Ooh.
The captain has sent some men ahead to Corraldas. I hope they manage to pick up a few recruits, and they're not too scabby.
Isn't there anybody in this village worth recruiting?
See for yourself. There isn't a single man amongst the guards or the refugees that knows which end of a sword you're supposed to hold. We'll just have to wait. And be careful.
You say that, but what about Renval? I think his name is Renval. The third-person knight.
So you made it out of the temple then?
I did. I suppose my time's not up yet. I guess that'll cause more gossip amongst the youngsters. The eternal survivor. My balls. There are some days when I wish it would be over.
Yeah, right. You're gonna outlive all of us.
Buffalo, you just can't be killed, man. You even said in the beginning of the game. Do you think we can win against a Deadwalker army? Fucking hope so.
Do you think we can win against the Deadwalker army?
Against the Deadwalker army? No chance. Now, the Ice Lords. That's another question.
What do you mean?
Only that sometimes you have to try to chop off the head, you know? That bunch of walking corpses wouldn't be any trouble at all if there was no one to guide them.
I guess you're right. But I don't think that makes the task any easier.
It could.
There was a time way back, you know, when there were so many of us in the company, several hundred, that the captain decided to delegate. So he chose 2 lieutenants. Those 2 assholes fought over how to share out the men for weeks. They both wanted to take the best men for their group. And the result? We had our asses handed to us by an army that was hardly more numerous than we were. I guess what I'm trying to say is that the Deadwalkers are just the same. You've got 7 bosses, and each one of them wants to control everything.
So, if we could pit them against each other...
Now you're thinking straight. I don't know how we could do it, but I'm sure that it's possible.
Well, that was actually pretty cool, that little conversation right there. See you later.
See you later.
Never thought about that, using the Ice Lords against themselves. Not too shabby. Not too shabby of an idea at all, Buffalo. Rocks, meaning loot. What's over here now? Any loot? Oh, yeah, right here. Boom. Oh, I got a level. On a safari with Sybil. What's a Juggernaut? The Juggernauts are immense creatures of muscle and bone animated by magic. Oh, okay, that's it, yeah. That must have been the big boss guy that we fought. That was pretty simple. These are all the people that I've met. Oop, I want to go to skills. How did I got 4 bloody points. Holy manoli. Ooh, Flaming Weapon's a pretty good spell to have. But getting the jump and using the daggers relatively fast is also important. Okay, so what I want to know is chance of a critical hit with a fire spell or crossbow shot on a surprise enemy plus 100%. Does that mean after I've hit them? There we go. Now he's a true ninja. There we go. Okay, let's talk to her now. Oh. Open. Yay.
My goodness, let's see. You're not pissing blood, you're not vomiting your guts out. Both legs are in place and they seem to be holding you upright. Congratulations. It looks like you'll pull through. And now you'll excuse me, but I have other miracles to accomplish, and not much time to devote to people in your condition.
Do I look like a refugee? Yeah, seriously.
Take it easy there, Doc. I'm with the Freeborn Blades. I'm not one of your refugees.
You could be Blackstorm himself for all I care. Now get out of my way, I have things to do.
Wow, I do not like you. Holy cow, you are rude, Marana. I gotta cut you up. Oh. Bitch. Hey, buddy. Man, she couldn't be any more rude. Ooh. Loot. Come on, there's gotta be a pile of rocks. Oh, okay. I guess not.
Yeah, who are you? One of them fucking mercenaries, right?
No, this is the guard boss.
Mercenary, yeah. Sounds about right.
You know what I call your lot? Ore blades. And I got no time for ores.
Let's be nice to him. You should. It might do you some good.
Maybe if you were to do something about your bad breath, the whores would let you get close to them, you know? I'm just saying.
Go fuck yourself, ore blade.
Come on, come at me, bro. Yeah. Yeah, you better be scared. No more loot anywhere. Where's all the this amazing loot that I was... Ooh. Show it who's boss. Hey, Jermis. Oh, Jervis. Nope. Not gonna say anything? Oh, alright. Fuck you too. Upgrading equipment. I already upgraded some of my equipment. That's the customization aspect. Move. Oh. Hey, a seal.
Here we go. Another one of these hick refugees. There's nothing for you here.
What an asshole. I am a mercenary.
Open your eyes, Smithy. I'm one of the freeborn blades.
Of course. I'm guessing you have need of my precious services. Alas, nothing that would truly put my talent and virtuosity to the test, I'd imagine. Such is the sad lot of the true artiste in times of war. So, what can I do for you?
I'd like to know more about the village.
I need more info about Valvanor.
And you have decided that I have a sympathetic face. It's the story of my life. Talent worthy of a king's ransom, but surrounded by cretins who only seek that which is free.
I'm not a cretin. What can you tell me about the steward, you pompous bitch?
What can you tell me about the steward?
Oh, don't expect me to say anything bad about Bertolf Chambriad. I'm not always in agreement with him, but I can see that he knows his business. And he keeps the village relatively safe.
You're an ass kiss in a sense. Are there a lot of elves in these parts?
It's not very often you see an elf blending in with other cultures. Are there many of you here in Valvanor?
To my knowledge, I was the only one. That is until Prince Arundel and his acolyte arrived. Does that pose a problem for you?
Not at all.
Well, it does for me. His Majesty the Prince of Imbeciles is going to bring us nothing but trouble.
Well, I got nothing out of that. That was a pointless conversation. Do you know the healing house woman? Yeah, because I need to talk to her. I need some healing.
Do you know the woman who runs the healing house?
Oh, of course. She's all one hears about lately. Everyone here will tell you that she's a courageous woman, fighting a noble battle. Everyone but me. The woman's insane. There are already far too many mouths to feed in this camp. Clearly, she's fully aware of this, yet she stubbornly insists on making things worse.
I can agree, she is a fucking cow. What do you know about the Red Scribes?
And the Red Scribes? Know anything about them?
Oh, certainly. A boring bunch of fusspots, spreading science and preaching the good word while never suspecting that anyone might see through their little game.
Our game? Well, pray tell, give us the details. Please, give us the benefit of your extensive knowledge.
You're way over there. Why are you talking?
I don't pretend to know about all their little plots.
What are you doing over there?
I spend very
Conversation's
little
over
time
here.
with them, and frankly, I couldn't possibly care less about them. But I am fully aware that pretty speeches serve no better purpose than manipulating minds. They're nothing more than noisy masks behind which hides a reality that is far uglier. The more the melody is sweet, the better it distracts you. And is there anything more disgustingly melodious than the discourse of a red scribe?
When it comes to disgusting discourse, you seem to be something of an expert.
I can definitely feel some heat between you two.
Let's talk about something else.
Let's get out of here before you get too angry.
I'll be back.
That's an excellent idea.
I do not like that elf. Why is everyone so mean? Not one person has been nice so far. It's really unsettling. Oh, found you. That's a graveyard. Oh, okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Let's go in here. Yes, that was an invisible wall that I ran into. Don't you worry, we still get those in 2025 probably. What year is it now? I've lost count. It doesn't even matter what year it is.
Is our best defense. Happily, the wildlife are just as keen on attacking the deadwalkers as they are the villagers. But the situation here in Valvanor grows worse daily. And each new wave of refugees increases the risk of drawing unwanted attention to this jungle.
No Ice Lord scouts who find this village will ever escape to tell the tale. Of that, I can assure you. Also, my men are reinforcing your defenses. Forgive me for saying, but you have some serious weak points. Especially the defenses around that refugee camp of yours.
The arrival of the Freeborn Blades and the Red Scribes has greatly improved our chances of survival, Captain. Believe me when I say that we are most grateful to have you with us. Needless to say, your men and the Red Scribes are welcome and free to go where they will. But as for any other newcomers, our gates are closed. You must understand that our food stores are as limited as our abilities to defend our village. Until you arrived, we had but one person who was even vaguely capable of treating our injured. And the case of Prince Orendil was completely beyond her skills. And there is this beast story. Doubtless another fairy tale, the fruit of an alcohol-addled brain. Nonetheless, several of the Watch have gone missing. Something hidden in these swamps is causing these disappearances, but we cannot risk sacrificing any more of the few men remaining to us on sending patrols. Large groups entail moving chrysalids that are unmanageable. The others, quite simply, do not return.
Silence.
If I were to listen to everyone, I would need 10 times the number of men I have to verify the truth of every tale.
Enough! You must aid me to do this. I am not able to do that. Your endless wailings are unbearable.
In the name of Vulcan?
But by the gods, man, what is...
This world is condemned. The cold hath invaded its ground, its souls, and its heart. Yet here you stand, waving your limbs like fish taken from the water. Miserably shuffling about to conserve the illusion of warmth and life, and not feel the passing of your last breath, while I must endure your wailings and lamentations.
Vulcan, stop this nonsense immediately.
It is not she who speaks.
All doth fall to ruin about you, yet you still bewail your loose bowels and vomitings. You cannot vanquish your dead walkers, no more than you can vanquish their necromancer masters. They draw their power from the very heart of the world. They drink it, they suckle it dry. Your only chance to cleanse what your own hath corrupted is to go to the world heart and liberate it from its servitude.
The world heart is a myth, a forgotten fairy tale, no more real than dragons or dwarves.
A myth? Continue hiding behind thy puny barricades, and thou wilt soon join thy myths and fairy tales.
Well.
Cease your pretense. I know you have returned to consciousness.
What the hell happened? I was just listening to the steward blabbing away with the captain, and then...
And then you lost control.
I don't know. It's like something in my head zapped me so it could use my mouth. But I was still there, still thinking what I was saying.
This is not the first time you have felt this presence manifest itself.
No. It's been there since the temple. It's also in my dreams, I think.
Interesting. It would seem that your body is host to some other entity. And it is clearly a spirit of fire.
No kidding. I've got a demon in my head.
Something of the kind. In truth, I could not say what it is. Not yet, at least.
Don't make me laugh. After all, it's you and your disciples that let this thing out of its cage, right?
That has nothing to do with it. Do you have any idea of the implications of this incident?
I have no idea, actually. It means you'll leave me the hell alone.
All of which means you better not piss me off. Client or no client.
Obviously, you haven't understood. The thing that is inside you, it wishes you ill. There is not enough space inside you for two souls. That demon wants your body. It will control you more and more until it has replaced you completely.
Ha! Thou thinkest I crave the body of a mortal? I am a prisoner here. My place is in the world heart.
It will not hesitate to lie to you, to tell you that which you wish to hear, so that you will allow it to consume you.
I never asked for this cage. I never asked to be forced to hear thy every thought. It is I who have been invaded.
It speaks to you. Do not listen to it. Cast it from you. If you do not resist, it will crush your soul.
Hey, take it easy, one at a time, huh? I'm gonna go take a walk.
I don't know, man. I believe the demon. I don't believe you, Aeolus.
I am busy, mercenary.
Oh, now you don't want to talk to me after you bitching at me, telling me to not let it control me. Well, guess what? I'm gonna let it control me. What's up here? Oh, loot. What's this? Can I do anything here? Oh, what was that? Oh. I like that as a demon I can just like light up wherever I go. What's over here? Man, there's nothing up here. Move on my way, ho. You're here? Nope. Give me the loot. Show me the loot. This takes me outside. What's in over here? Whoa. What is this place? Takes me to Valvanar. Oh, there's some loot. Disrupting in action. Ability to interrupt represents the physical power of your attacks. The higher it is, the more likely it is that your attacks will interrupt your target's actions. Interruptions resist. Okay. I got a stunner. That's just another weapon, I presume. I kind of like my sword, so I'm gonna stick with her.
The Order of the Freeborn Blades is of great repute, and the mercenary does honor to its name. The mercenary's powers are both astonishing and fascinating. The knight would like to duel with the mercenary, that he may judge the mercenary's strength.
Sure.
Sure. I never turned down a good fight. But maybe we should take it outside. We don't want to break everything in here, do we?
The knight is honored, and bows to his adversary's wisdom.
Wait for me here, Sybil. I won't be long.
Oh, there's loot over there, too. Hopefully this guy isn't too hard. I'm assuming he's going to be relatively easy compared to all the other enemies I've fought so far. I almost feel like I should have. I'm going to kill him. If he gives me the option to kill him, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to cut his head right off. Don't even care. Because I'm that good. I'm that guy.
The knight hopes that his adversary will not hold back her blows.
Oh, you can count on it.
Did I win?
The knight has never before battled an adversary with such power, and he believes that she could be that which is needed to change the course of this war.
You fight pretty good yourself.
So. Okay, that was relatively... He was a tougher enemy. I haven't been hit that hard in a while. Where'd you learn your moves?
Where'd you learn your moves? I can't believe you learned to fight like that in this backwater.
The knight has traveled far and fought many battles. He has only lived in this village for a short time.
Why do you stay here, then?
What are you doing in the middle of these swamps when you could be making a difference on the battlefield?
The knight has fought a great many battles, but he feels he can be more useful protecting those who have nothing left.
Okay, well, I have to go now.
I have to go. I'm glad we could test each other's mettle. It was fun.
Before his adversary rushes off to fight other battles, the knight has a question for her. He wishes to know if the Freeborn Blades would like him to join them.
I can ask the captain for you.
I'm not the one who decides who joins the company, but I can ask the captain for you.
He has thought long on it, and wishes it would be so.
Well, that's great. I'll ask him, but I can't promise you anything.
That's pretty cool. That was pretty cool, yeah. Hopefully there's more fights like that where it's just a straight-on duel that was wicked. It was like attack, block, attack, block. Come with me.
The knight heard talk of a troubling event that happened during the meeting between the mercenary and the steward.
Yeah, the short version is I have a demon living inside of me.
A demon? The knight has never heard of such a creature. Should he be worried?
Don't sweat it, he makes me strong.
Don't worry about it. The thing inside of me allows me to control fire. Could be pretty useful against the Deadwalkers, huh?
Evidently. But is there not a risk that this creature will devour the mercenary?
A risk? Not yet. It needs me, and I have it under control. Ranval?
Yeah, come with me.
I need you. Come with me.
The knight is proud to be of service.
What if he gets any cool, like, dialogue options now?
The mercenary I have a few...
What is the Order of the Ember Knights? Yeah.
You mentioned the Order of the Ember Knights. What is it?
It is the order that a knight belongs to. They are the surviving warriors and honored soldiers of other orders that were lost during this war.
Okay, so it's kind of the Order of the Orphan Knights?
This name does not sound well to his ears.
Right. So you haven't always been an Ember Knight?
No. He was first a defender of the Algander Islands. Then he was a Templar of the Order of Burgians, and then a Brother of the Rock, and then a Summer Tracker.
So, all of those orders have been lost? That must have been hard.
He has lost many valorous companions in battle, and his heart is heavy with scars.
I bet. What is the creed of the Ember Knights?
The knight has long searched for the answer. Now he knows it. To seek a glorious death and carry as many enemies as possible away with him.
That's kind of depressing.
That's amazing. I love that. I don't know what fucking Kansas is talking about. Stick with me and you'll get your wish.
Well, if you follow me, we should be able to get the chance for you to have your beautiful death. Maybe just don't commit suicide the first chance you get.
The knight will wait for this moment.
Smart guy. Where are you from?
You're not from around here. Where do you come from?
The knight was born in the Algander Islands. It is a proud and savage place where the struggle against the wind and vicious neighbors makes a man strong. The Ice Lords attacked the islands more than 15 years ago, long before the rest of Vertial knew that the world was now at war. The clans were always fighting, but they fought together as brothers when the islands were threatened. And as a defender of Algander, the knight had the honor to be one of the first to fight, and with his brothers for a long time he repulsed the invader. Some of the clan chiefs wanted to make peace with the Ice Lords, but the Ice Lords betrayed them, and the clans were decimated. Their numbers were sorely missed during the following battles, and in a few short months the war was almost lost. The knight was sent by the surviving clan chiefs to the mainland to find allies. But time is a cruel master. When he returned to his homeland, the islands were buried beneath the ice.
Well, that's depressing. But how did you end up here, though? That's what I want to figure out. Valvanor. Or not Valvanor. Remvald.
So, How did you end up in the village of Valvanor?
When he saw that
Randall.
all his kin were slain, the knight was hungry for revenge and sought out battles to bathe his pain in blood. But in every battle, he lost more of his brothers in arms and faced an enemy that only grew stronger. The orders were always hazardous, with betrayals common and errors never-ending. Faced with these eternal difficulties and death, always more death, the knight lost his hope, and so he left the field of battle. He decided instead to take care of the war's victims, to protect them, even though he knew it could only last a short time. It is a final mission without any other hope but to give comfort and relief to a few innocent souls.
He's doing it because that's his final mission. This is where he wants to die. What do you think of the Red Scribes, man?
What do you think of the Red Scribes?
Their studies have made them blind. Only knowledge interests them. They show contempt for all else. Today, they have the ear of the last surviving warriors. They do not deserve this honor, and their words are hollow.
Whew. He's sort of passive-aggressive on them. So what did you abandon when you entered the Order of the Ember Knights?
So what did you abandon when you entered into the Order of the Ember Knights?
The knight has already said he does not wish to speak of this.
And you want me to trust you? Yeah.
And you want me just to trust you? You realize this raises more questions than answers. What are the terrible things that you've done that you can't even talk about?
These insinuations have the flavor of insult.
Listen, we're probably all gonna die in the next few hours. And you're talking to a mercenary who's seen just about everything.
Very well. Know then that the knight once had a family.
I suppose they must be dead. I'm sorry for your loss.
It was long ago. 15 years have passed since his wife and his 2 daughters were taken from him.
The Deadwalker army?
Yes. They were among the first victims when the Ice Lords attacked the Elgander Islands. They were thought to be safe with the other women, far behind the front lines. But the Deadwalkers broke through our lines and stole away the innocents. The knight searched the enemy lines for days, but when he found them, he had to fight what the sorcerers had created from his wife and his children. A dread creature, multiple and monstrous. This was the most difficult fight of all his life.
Wow.
Let's change the
That was hardcore.
I haven't had time to go see the... I'm going.
He's gonna come with me, right? Okay, good. I saw this dude over here. Do not, please don't tell me I'm stuck here. Move.
Miss Vulcan, what brings you here?
I'm gonna talk to you, steward.
The captain wants me to help your village. You got a job I can do?
With our shortages of food and fighting men, our worn-out equipment and the growing lines at the healing house, I cannot deny our village is sorely in need of help. Sadly, I fear that these are not the sort of problems you're used to dealing with, unless I'm much mistaken.
Maybe I'll surprise you.
About the healing house.
So what's the problem with the healing house?
Quite simply, Mirana cannot keep up. She spends every waking minute giving out supplies to the refugees and refuses to admit that she cannot help everyone. She thinks she's fooling me. I have heard rumors that her food stock is running low. Unsurprisingly, the crowds outside are becoming restless. I believe they wish to continue handing out our food reserves as though they were unlimited. This is not the case, and thus, it is not an option.
So, you want someone to put her down?
Why, I never suggested any such thing. I just wish she would see reason, for all our sakes. But I have asked nothing of you. I was merely answering your question.
You don't like her very much, I can tell.
Your sentries. How can I put this? At first I thought they were disobeying orders. Now I think maybe they don't even understand them. If you're stupid and incompetent, you should be digging turnips, not taking care of security.
You're beginning to worry me. Is it really that bad?
Are you kidding me? The state of their weapons is enough to make you cry. Maybe they'd be good for splitting logs.
Personally, I'm not capable of judging the aptitude of our sentries, but their poor results speak for themselves. Doubtless, you should share your observations with Mason, the chief of the watch. I should warn you, however, that he is of a somewhat stubborn nature.
Wouldn't be the first I've seen.
Shit, Mason was actually a fucking prick. He was that really rude guy sitting there drunk on the barrels of explosives, it looked like. Anything more.
I need the reports about this beast that attacked the villagers.
I fear I am unable to be of help. I'm still not entirely convinced that it even exists. All I know is that several villagers have vanished. One villager is at present in the doctor's care, following a supposed encounter with the said beast. These swamps are crawling with dangers. There is nothing to suggest anything out of the ordinary. The refugees are always inventing horror stories in an attempt to force us to open our gates and let them inside.
It might be worth checking out. You said you lost one of your patrols, right?
That is so. You should speak with Randval. He was most anxious to go out and hunt the beast down, but we needed him here. Now that we have more able bodies to guard our gates, I imagine he would be keen to pick up the scent once more.
Alright.
I've got a few questions
Yeah.
I'd like to ask about this village.
Tell me about it.
I imagine there are few who are better placed than myself to answer them.
How come it's you that's running the show here?
What a question. Because, my friend, someone has to. You imagine I'm doing this for my amusement, perhaps? Doubtless you wish it was someone else. The chief of the watch has trouble organizing 3 peasants. Our dear apothecary is evidently keen to give succor to any and every poor soul who wanders into the healing house. And regardless of your reputation, the people of this village would never trust outsiders such as yourself, or even the Red Scribes. So yes, it is indeed I who command here. The one-time steward of the hunting lodge of Valvanor, now leader of this shithole.
Well, hell. I'm glad we got that cleared up.
You really don't like this village, it sounds like. Anything I should know about the villagers? Probably. Let's check it out.
What can you tell me about the people of Valvanor?
Before the war, there were just a few families here. Hunters and craftsmen, mostly. These days, they survive as best they can, husbanding their animals and digging up the puny vegetables they've managed to grow. Few dare to venture outside the walls. These woods are fruitful, but more perilous than ever before, and most of these folk know nothing of arms.
But you've got your guards.
They hardly qualify as an armed militia. Of the few that remain, most are sturdy farmers whom we have entrusted with some kind of weapon. Most of the real fighters left the village as soon as war broke out. The others died while out on patrol. The only one left here with any real experience is Mason, the head of the guard. Sadly, the man is a walking beer keg, who could not give a dog's fart for what his men are about.
A dog's fart. Who the fuck says a dog's fart?
Who are all those refugees that you're keeping outside the walls?
The war with the Ice Lords has driven many from their homes and villages. Alas, it would seem that some of them found their way here. I have tried to accommodate as many as we can, and provide as much comfort as possible, but I fear we can do little more. We are reaching the end of our reserves, and relations between the refugees and the villagers are becoming strained.
The refugees can't all be dead weight. Some of them have got to be useful.
Oh, if only. Believe me, I would be the first to welcome them. These peasants have been fleeing from town to town and from camp to camp for months. The best and strongest of them perished in battles, somewhere along the way. I must deal with the leftovers. I put the biggest of them in the watch, but they are of little use.
Okay. What is the healing house? I think we already talked to him about that. I think, but this looks new.
The healing house. It's a pretty good...
If you say so. As time has gone by, the healing house has drawn refugees to the swamps in ever greater numbers, and dissuaded some malingerers from returning to their families. When it opened its doors a year ago, the sense of relief was palpable. It was run by a couple, an elf doctor. Thanks to them, but as the war 6 months ago...
we read this. You got a forge. Oh, no, we didn't. Oh, fuck's sakes. I thought we already read it. God damn it. You got a forge here?
I need a blacksmith. Do you have one here?
With none more qualified, I asked Asiel to take over the village forge. I suppose I should warn you, he's quite a tricky character. He has a huge ego and is stubborn as an ox. Before the war, he was a sort of artist. He crafted jewelry and sculptures from metal. Despite running the forge, one could hardly call him a blacksmith. But he's the only one here who had even the vaguest notion of how to repair a shovel or straighten a blade.
Okay.
We'll talk again later.
Well, thank you for the talk of really proving why everyone hates you. Thank you for that. I didn't like the steward very much. I don't know what the word pompous means. I just use it 'cause it just sounds so... It just sounds so good, you know? Like, I need to use the word pompous. Oh. Okay, I can talk to Mason, the guard chief. Okay.
Do I have to spill it out, or should I just put my boot in your arse? Clear off!
Would you just shut your stupid mouth for 2 seconds, please? The steward sent me here to help you.
Oh, that's all I need. Don't he think I got enough on my plate? Now he sends me some ore blade from God's nowhere. Hey, as long as it ain't me.
I want his armor. That looks sick.
You want to help? Knock yourself out. But I warn you, there's plenty to do.
Get to the point before I set a torch to your breath.
All right, take it easy. No need to get nasty, eh? You want to help? Yes or no?
Keep talking.
Well, for a start, you could try and find one of my patrols that's gone missing. At first, I thought maybe one of those half-wits was sleeping it off under a tree somewhere. But it's been a while now. Maybe something bad happened to him in the swamp.
I guess I could go back and check.
What a coincidence. That's exactly what I was going to ask you. After that, well, I suppose a pro like you, I guess you would be useful helping out the sentries. It won't be luxury. I don't know if you've seen what we're supposed to fight with, but, wow, if you can have a word with your quartermaster to see what he can do for my lads, you have my blessing.
The benediction of a drunk. Better and better.
It's what all us fucking mercenaries dream of. Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Right, we may be living in the arsehole of Virgil, but being armed like a bunch of tramps, we can do without. And while you're at it, when you've been to the forge, you'll probably feel like letting off steam a bit. Why don't you go and take it out on my lads?
What do you mean?
Kick their arses so they can't sit down and get drunk instead of patrolling. And show them a couple of tricks while you're at it. A bit of training. Couldn't do no harm.
That's awesome, man. We're gonna totally beat the crap out of his men. I might just start with that. I like a good ass kicking.
Your men can't afford to keep their thumbs in their asses. It's time to teach them how to use those weapons.
Knock yourself out, Payblade. I'll go and shake him awake.
But you know what, guys? At the end of that, this is going to be the end of this episode. So, have a good day and stay